When planning to play golf in the US, it's good that you're spoiled for choices. The US has some of the best golf courses in the world. Not only has it hosted some of golf's marquee events, but it has also a diverse range of landscapes to challenge the mettle of any golfer. So, to ensure that you don't miss out on any of these magnificent golfing experiences, let's check out the top 10 best golf courses in the US. Number 10. Pacific Dunes. Bandon Dunes Golf Resort's Pacific Dunes course is one of its oldest 18-hole tracks. Designed by Tom Doak, the links course opened in 2001 and has been drawing eyes in the golf world ever since. Every course at Bandon Dunes emulates the great Scottish links courses, with a touch of Oregon's charm and Bandon's mystery. The Pacific Trails course borders the Pacific Ocean and feels every knot of wind, as well as sea mist and fierce undulations. Pacific Dunes is remarkably different in character and shot-making requirements than the other courses. Pacific Dunes doesn't feel like it was built as much as it was discovered. Rippling fairways remain just as they were found, and natural bunkers line the landscape as they have for centuries. The course emerges from shore pines to spectacular 60-foot sand dunes. When the wind blows, precise approach shots are a necessity. Pacific Dunes is short enough to give you hope, but rugged enough to test every facet of your game. Number 9. Pebble Beach Golf Links. Pebble Beach Golf Links in Pebble Beach, California has long been described as the greatest meeting of land and water in the world, and has always been well known to be Jack Nicklaus's favorite golf course. Pebble Beach Golf Links is renowned around the world as quite simply one of the most stunning golf courses to experience. Steeped in PGA Tour tournament history, with the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am played every February, and numerous US Opens having already been contested across the links. Nicklaus won his second title in the event here in 1961. 11 years later, in 1972, he won Pebble Beach's first US Open. In 2023, Pebble Beach will be the first course to host a men's, women's, and senior men's golf tournament in the same calendar year, as the course will host the US Women's Open. Number 8. Pinehurst Number 2. Pinehurst Number 2, the most famous course at Pinehurst Resort, was first opened in 1907 and designed by Donald Ross. Pinehurst is considered to be Ross's best work, and he continued to perfect it until his death in 1948. The course is famous for its exceptionally difficult green complexes, which were a signature of Ross designs, and many of the greens are crowned, causing shots that are short to roll off the green, leaving a difficult chip shot. The course, since its inception, has been host to many significant tournaments, including 4 men's majors in 1936, 1999, 2005, and 2014. The USGA announced in September 2020, naming Pinehurst the USGA's first anchor site. The North Carolina Golf Panel has consistently ranked it as the best course in the state, both public and private. A statue of Payne Stewart is beside the 18th green, showing him celebrating his winning putt from the 1999 US Open. Number 7. The Merion Golf Club East. The first of 2 courses to occupy this club, the Merion East was created by Hugh Wilson in Ardmore, Pennsylvania in 1912. Merion East has long been considered the best course on the tightest acreage in America. And when it hosted the US Open in 2013, its first since 1971, the present generation of big hitters couldn't conquer this clever little course. Several features of the Merion East are derived from famous British courses, not the least of which are Merion's distinctive Scottish-style bunkers, which are known as the White Faces of Merion. This course has everything, including sub-air and irrigation systems that lend more control over the firmness and speed of the playing surfaces. Also, just so that you know, Merion has held 18 United States Golf Association Championship tournaments, more than any other course on this list. Number 6. National Golf Links of America. NGLA, or National as it's known, brought Seth Rayner and C.B. McDonald together for the first time, and what they created still stands as a marvel of strategic design. National Golf Links of America is built on the picturesque setting of Southampton, New York, right up against the Peconic River. The Long Island Sound lurks just a few miles in the distance. what C.B. Macdonald achieved designing National Golf Links of America by introducing the ideas of certain themes that were prevalent in Scottish golf. Some of its template holes include the Alps 3rd, the Redan 4th, the Short 6th, and the Leven 17th. Number 5. Oakmont Country Club. Established 118 years ago in 1903, Oakmont Country Club Golf Course is regarded as the oldest, top-ranked golf course in the United States. Oakmont has hosted the U.S. Open 9 times, more than any other course, most recently in 2016, and is scheduled for its 10th in 2025. It has also hosted 3 PGA Championships, 5 U.S. Amateurs, 3 NCAA Division I Men's Golf Championships, and 2 U.S. Women's Opens. With a USGA course rating of 77.5 and 175 bunkers, it is generally regarded in the golf community as one of the most difficult in the United States. It features large, extremely fast, and undulating greens. Wind direction and gusts still play a major role at this generally flat and minimalist course, challenging all manner of handicaps. Number 4. Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Landed in Southampton, New York, the course is known for its sprawling landscape with gracefully flowing greens and roughs. This is William Flynn's design masterpiece. Apart from being handed a magnificently spacious piece of land upon which to work, Flynn was given something else nearly as valuable: time. Work started in 1928, and the course didn't open until 1931. Shinnecock Hills is a founding member of the United States Golf Association. It has hosted several important events, notably 5 U.S. Opens, most recently being in 2018, won by Brooks Koepka. It is scheduled to host a 6th in 2026. Shinnecock is the best of breed for a style of course you'll find plenty of in the New York, New Jersey area. The relatively recent surge in the U.S. Open hosting duties tells you how the USGA, generally good judges of course character, feel about Flynn's Southampton masterpiece. Number 3. Cypress Point Club. It's almost inconceivable that this stunning land was made available for golf. For the lucky few who get to play here, they enjoy one of the game's most inspiring walks as Alister MacKenzie's design effortlessly transports the player around the diverse property. The iconic par 3 16th, which extends into the churning Pacific, is the game's most dramatic and photographed hole. But there are endless other highlights, from the forested portion to heaving dunes to its famed jagged coastline. Besides being one of the most stunning walks of any golf course, it also features a unique course structure with back-to-back par 5s on the front and back-to-back par 3s on the back for an extra challenge. The drivable 9th hole is another standout with its angled green toward play. Number 2. Augusta National Golf Club. Augusta National was founded in 1932 by Bobby Jones and Clifford Roberts on the 365-acre site of a former nursery antebellum plantation called Fruitland. Augusta is renowned for its well-maintained, impeccable appearance. Pine needles are imported, bird sounds are played on inconspicuous speakers, and even the ponds were once dyed blue. The club is famed for its azaleas and dogwoods. The course's greens are meticulously maintained to provide a fast and hard golfing surface. This firmness is assisted by an underground irrigation and ventilation system known as the sub-air system. The bunkers are filled not with traditional sand, but with granulated quartz known as spruce pine sand, which is produced as a byproduct during work at Feldspar Mines in the Spruce Pine Mining District in and around Spruce Pine, North Carolina. And unlike most private clubs, which operate as nonprofits, Augusta National is a for-profit corporation. Number 1. Pine Valley Golf Club. Located in Pine Valley, New Jersey, the Pine Valley Golf Course was constructed in 1918. This golf club was the dream of a Philadelphian hotelier, George Crump, who sadly died before its completion. The legacy he left behind is universally considered to be the perfect example of penal golf architecture. At the time of its launch, it had the ominous reputation of being the most difficult course in the world and is still considered the most challenging by many. Thanks to its sophisticated greens and punishing hazards, it's the ultimate test for any master of the game. Pine Valley has been among the greatest golf courses for a number of years now. So, what do you think? What do you make of these magnificent golf courses? Have you been to any of these? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as we enjoyed bringing it for you. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.